13, hopefully not unlucky for some, and good morning. So we're a couple of kilometres away from the campsite now. Had a decent sleep. Couple of moments where I was woken up with dogs barking and the kind of usual nighttime noises, but pretty good all told. So today I have about 23 kilometres to walk again. Again, the day is described as challenging. Again, I suspect it's partly to do with the length, but also the paths feel very much like yesterday, quite undulating, quite rocky, which actually makes for sort of slightly more difficult walking. But we'll just keep going and see how we get on. I do have a time constraint, as I mentioned last night. I do have to be at the abbey before 6 o'clock and checked in and have done all the stuff. So I'm just going to keep plodding on, try and find somewhere good for a lunch break, but not stay for too long. So let's have a look at the route and see what today is going to bring.
There was a lot of road walking on day 13 of the Cammino di San Benedetto. It did, however, help the hike between Collepardo and Casamari to feel much shorter than the 23 kilometres it actually was. For the first part of the day, the paths alternated between surfaced roads, usually fairly easygoing, and steeper, rockier sections which were, in some places, quite challenging. Coupled with the increasing heat and humidity as the day wore on, it ended up making the day quite tiring overall. After passing the Certosa of Trisulti, unfortunately closed when I walked past it, the path went steeply downhill and then steeply uphill, revealing the incredible views of the valley and mountains beyond. Green, glowing woodlands, always a joy to trek in, was soon replaced by more road walking, and eventually a long, straight stretch of road brought me to my reward at the end of the day. A warm greeting and a comfortable room at the Abbey of Casamari. Very welcome indeed.
Just having a bit of a break. Done about 8 kilometres of the hike. Basically what we've done is we've gone pretty much due east to the head of the gorge, the valley here, and then we've turned back and we're now sort of heading due west. We're about to turn to the south finally in a couple of kilometres. We've got another 150 metres or so to gain in elevation over the next 3.5 kilometres, and then we start the descent. But it's also getting hot, and it's still very humid after all the rain we had the other day. So it's a bit challenging, a bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be be honest. Started the descent now. The last part of the uphill was not too bad. It was pretty steady going, just a couple of kilometres and a nice steady gradient. The downhill, we've come into this beautiful woodland. I don't know how long this is going to last, but it's really quite magical. have to say these little villages are not very inspiring, and pretty much everything seems to be closed in them. Would kill some kind of ice cream at the moment, but something tells me that's not going to happen. We're about 5 kilometres from Casamari, where I'll be staying tonight, and I have to say the last sort of 5 kilometres or so that I walked have really been very uninspiring. Either road walking or very scrappy sort of path walking. The section I'm in now and walking along for the last sort of kilometre particularly just feels very uncared for, very unloved. Part of the trail, very different feeling to most of the rest of the trail actually. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Please do like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.